Good morning, my ape are back. Here's the plan. Tiling again. Master bathroom. They're going to be fixing a little bit of tiling on one of the balconies where they had a little bit of an issue. They're going to be working on the wall in the double height area above the sunroom with that kind of decorative approach that they're going to take. There'll be maybe a little bit more work on ceilings today. We do have two painters in, so they're working at the moment on both sandpapering and a little bit of prime coat painting. What could possibly go wrong? One quick thing, if you are watching these kind of as they are getting published, apologies for yesterday's video. We had an absolute deluge of rain last night, and at some point it knocked out our internet connection. So the loading of yesterday's video got stopped at about 45% at some point during the night, which means, given the speed of the internet connection I've got here, it's going to be very, very late going out. So apologies for that. It'll be out as soon as it gets through loading. In the bathroom for the gym and spa. Don Don's working on the last few tiles. I hadn't realised there's a little bit to do above the door, and there is still a little bit of edging to be done. Down the side it's hard to make out, but just here. Just some very thin ones down the side of the door, and the same thing up at the top. In the dirty kitchen, Adele is back on sandpapering duty. He must have arms of steel to keep doing this hour after hour. Inside the helper's bathroom, it's very early in the day still, so not a great deal of change. Still a couple of tiles to finish on the floor. On the double height ceiling, Richard has got to work putting in some guide wooden bars to get started with whatever the decorative feature is they're going to do up there. Original Rico here. I'm capturing this only because this is maybe the first time I've ever seen him with no hat. Yesterday I was pondering on what it was that they've applied to the top of the curb, the outside rim here. I wondered if it was paint. It's not. It's a waterproofing compound. I'm not sure which one they've used, whether it's the same Boyson material. On top of that, they will then plaster again. So this is, as the engineer described it, kind of the middle of the sandwich with that waterproofing layer. In the master bathroom, wall tiling continues. So we've got one left to do up in that top corner. Then they've got the niche to do, which includes part of the horizontal tiling that goes around the edge and the vertical. So that's a little bit more tricky stuff to do, but pretty close to finishing off in this room. Inside Aldrin's bathroom, Oliver has got to work putting the rebar grid on the top of the wash basin cabinet. This is the last one of the cabinets in the upstairs bathrooms. Up on Sabrina's balcony, Mr. Rene is having to chip out one of the small tiles, or maybe parts of a couple of the small tiles that have become damaged. That's a bit of a shame. But it also explains why he's currently not working on the helper's bathroom downstairs, which he was previously. I was also pondering yesterday what would cover up this rather uneven cutting of the wall tiles. Well, of course, on top of this cabinet, on top of all of the cabinets, there will be granite, as it is said here. That will more than cover that gap between the top of the current top of the basin and the gap where the wall tiles don't quite come down to fill in. So that's what covers that gap. In Jack's bedroom, we have a coating being applied, and I'll show you what it is. What's being applied at the moment is a primer, and it is this Davis flat wall enamel. That is not the finishing coat. In fact, I don't think we have the finishing coat here, but we do have various other tins of all sorts. A couple of different thinners, a lacquer thinner, a paint thinner, and rather oddly, automotive glazing putty lacquer. No idea what that's for. Back on Sabrina's balcony, the engineers just told me nothing was broken, but the water flow wasn't right. It wasn't taking all of the water down to the drain. So they're just adjusting angles or something to make that work. We've got both lead foreman Manny and engineer Raphael just checking what the guys are going to be doing on this wall. And a few moments ago we had Original Rico, Anna Donnell and somebody else, Richard. We're all working on this area. So we'll see something different today, just don't know what it'll be yet. This is one of the little kind of vines that we've put in with the hope that it will grow eventually and cover the walls. This one is growing like a train. So it'll only take, 15 years instead of 20 to cover this wall. Some of the others, they're not doing what they're supposed to. They're not growing up the wall yet. But it does show that in this weather, this climate where we are getting a ton of rain. It was massive rain last night. And then sunshine. Things do grow incredibly quickly. It's just after lunch. Well, it's nearly 2 o'clock. Bit of a delayed start. Jack just had his delayed dental surgery. Very good job, I'd have to say, done by Dr. Abbey at Psalm 23 in Magalang. He's had one of the wisdom tooth taken out in the past, and he said this time much more pain-free, and didn't take too long either. Anyway, back here at the bathroom for the gym and spa, wall tiling finished. So Don is now getting on with the floor tiles, and he's already done 4 or 5. In the dirty kitchen, not just skim coat, we have painting that's been done this morning. Some of this paint is fresh. And Adele has moved on from the dirty kitchen to the main kitchen, painting the ceiling in here. Must be a relief that he's not currently doing more sandpapering. In the master bathroom, Frederick has moved on to floors. There is still the niche over there that needs the back tiles putting in. But right now, he's trying to get this corner of the room finished with the floor tiles. In Aldrin's bathroom, the top of the wash basin cabinet has been poured. That's the last one upstairs. And given that I'm not sure we're going to have the same kind of setup downstairs, it might be the last one. On Sabrina's balcony, Coelito's just doing a little bit of tidy up. Mr. Rene has finished putting back in the tiles over by that drain. Hopefully now everything dips down at all the appropriate angles. In Alex's bathroom, Singing Rico is back. He had a day off yesterday, working on the rebar grid at the bottom of this. Here we are, back at the double height ceiling over the back of the sunroom, and termite food being added in, wooden panels all the way up the back of this wall. No, a wall doesn't have a back. All the way up this wall. So it's just beginning to take shape. I still have no idea what the final product will look like. We've not had a rendering of this particular feature, but I'm completely okay with that. I think we can just let the builder do his thing in this area. It's 4:30. Right. The crew is heading out, including Singing Rico over here. We missed you yesterday. We missed the noise. Maybe tomorrow you can sing again. Yeah. But they're all heading out. We're going to see what's been going on, but we do have a mystery. Inside the kitchen, lots of painting on the ceiling. Looking lovely for just a base coat. This is the doorway to the helpers' room. Clearly, they don't want us going inside. And the reason they don't want us going inside is because over there, as far as I can tell from over here, the floor tiling is all done. This is the very dark bathroom for the gym and spa. And Don Don has got a little bit more of the floor tiling in place. Still all the corners, but I would think that you might be able to get that finished tomorrow. In the master bathroom, this part of the floor has gone green. So they have applied more waterproofing on this area. And I now know why inside the niche they didn't finish. Apparently, my beautiful Asawa has selected a highlight tile for in there, but we haven't received it yet. So that's why there's still a gap. In Alex's bathroom, Sing and Rico finished the rebar at the bottom there and they poured the base. The mystery relates to our new painter, Mr. Willie. He's disappeared. He only came yesterday, late morning, and then lunchtime today, he took off. No one knows where he's gone. Well, we say he took off, we don't know he took off. I mean, maybe somebody's tiled him under a floor, painted it under skim coat. I think this was the last place we saw him. We'll find out tomorrow what happened to Mr. Willie. This is the wall up above the double height area at the back of the sunroom. Can't see a lot of obvious further development. We have now got these panels in all the way to the top, 3 of them. All I know apart from this is that we involve code lights. That's all I know. I'm intrigued. That is the end of the build day. Now, before we go, because yesterday's video went out so late, there's not been an opportunity for too many people to see it yet. And so far, we've only had one vote with regards to the implementation of a joke of the day. Bob Twed Philippines 101, who said, yeah, keep it. Not only did he say keep it, he has submitted his own. He's challenging for the title. So here goes. What's the difference between avian flu and swine flu? One requires treatment and the other ointment. I'll go on with a little bit of a laugh. Or maybe you're busting your sides right now. Okay, Mega Wega did submit another one. I'm saving that for a rainy day. Please do let me know, should I abandon this ridiculous exercise or continue? Back to the house build. Apart from the mystery of the disappearing painter, we did get some painting done on ceilings, got a little bit more sandpapering done, we got more tiling, and it looks like now that one of the bedrooms downstairs has all the tiles. That's the helper's room. The gym and spa bathroom, a little bit more to do. In fact, that means 2 of the downstairs bathrooms are done because the sunroom bathroom, that's also finished. So pretty soon, I think we'll be getting ceilings in those rooms. Apart from that, we've not had our main electrician on site for quite a while now. He's not returned from whatever it was that he got called away to do. We did get our lead electrician in yesterday for a little while, but there's nothing really going on with electrical today. And I didn't notice anything else going on with plumbing. I'm not sure if Mr. Ronell was around. So it was again predominantly focused on bathrooms and ceilings. Tomorrow, hopefully, we'll resolve our little mystery. Come back and find out if we do. See you then.